Alright, so like from the energy that y'all give in the music, I don't have a collective project with y'all yet, but I have heard your music, and we've established that I've known some of your music, and I'm a fan of a little bit of the stuff that y'all made. So let's get dirty right now. Let's talk some hip hop from each other. Now, my man, I want to get the producer to talk, but he's so smooth that I guess I'm gonna have to get you to nod your head at least. All right. So here we go. Out the Mud reminds me of Flip Mode. Let's talk about how that matches. Flip Mode Squad was compromised initially of Baby Sham, Lord Have Mercy, Rod Digger, Split Star, Rampage, and Busta Rhymes. Now that's 6 against 4. Alright? And the reason why I said that is because he doesn't rap.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
So the reason why I say that is because in Flip Mode, delivery and lyrics came first. Straight Spittin' was a lyrical song that came first. Right. And every song on the Flip Mode debut album, every person shined on the song in some way. Right. I've never heard Out the Mud come to the microphone or make a song where somebody either outshine the group outstandingly, where they overshine their group, but everybody had a standout feature in the song. Right. As a group, how important is it for you to lift each other up on the song, not just compete to make the song? Anybody?
I mean, the overall goal is whatever's best for the music. You know what I'm saying? There's times where, perfect example, I had this song we was working on. You know what I'm saying? And I had like harmonized the hook, but Frank, you know, he had like a pitch he kind of heard, so he was like, "Yo, bro, you should let me, basically do it over." So I'm like, "You write it?" You know what I'm saying? It was like you know, I'm like, we've been rocking with this song for weeks. Like, what do you mean? He like, nah, like let me say it over. So now me and him looking at each other like, he giving me the look like it's just like, I don't know, it's just an awkwardness for a second, because it's like, all right, that's different. But like I said, we always transparent. So I'm like, you know what? All right, you know what I'm saying? Because I always try to keep that mind state of staying a student. You know what I'm saying? Even though we experience, and I'm saying there's no point in fronting like we ain't experienced and we ain't been through things, but like we ain't seasoned. But it's I always try to be a student, because you can always learn, you can always grow, you can always get better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. He recorded the hook. At first it sounded crazy, like with no beat. I ain't gonna front. We bugging like is he recording or whatever. We laughing all in the back, jokes, whatever, all day. So we finally play it back and then mix the joint. We hear it like once we get it on time and all that's a little delay. We get it on time. We listening like we all start looking at each other like, oh, hey, you know, this shit dope. You know what I'm saying? So we eventually merged the hooks. You know what I'm saying? And if I would initially just been like, nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, or let ego come into play or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what the song could be? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we always shed egos first, man. It's about what's better for the song. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you know, whoever's getting them verses. We looking for hearses. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's just how it is. Like, cause we all respect the culture and the craft and where it came from. We just a different era, cause this era of hip hop is too fucking sensitive. Back to what my man was saying, it's too fucking sensy, bro. Like, and don't even get me wrong. Like, I see you in the spot and all that. I dap it. It's cool. Like, it's all love. I rock with you. But bro, if we get in the studio, yeah, I want to body the song. Same way you want to kill it. You can't be mad at me if I'm trying to. And your head, you want to body it too. So
they don't want to do that.
It's just people hide it nowadays. It's like there's no point in masking it, bro. Like we the type, like if I'm trying to kill this song, I'm gonna be popping shit while I'm writing. They looking, they popping shit. And whatever, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? We transparent. I'm
gonna be honest with you. That's what my mission. Part of my mission is a heritage hip hop is. Right. And everybody watching is want you to pay close attention. There will be a heritage hip hop show, right. And there will be invited guests to spit. True. But the one thing I loved about hip hop was the cipher, and people don't cipher no more. Right. And I heard As Is say that he was in a meeting with Diddy and Rick Ross and all of them. And they had at the end of the meeting, you can be my witness to this. He said, "Yo, let's get a cipher real quick, and let's let's just leave on some hip hop shit." And they looked at him like he was nuts. Yeah. Nobody wants to cipher no more.
Hold on, what MC you said?
As Is from Outsiders.
Oh, As Is. So, no more. Yeah,
wow. So I mean, like,
and that's what it takes. It take a Jersey MC, you know, walk them in the bell like, "Yo, bro, what's up? Let's get right." That's that Jersey mentality, though. Like, all right, what's up? Listen, everybody looking all crazy. Like,
nobody no more ciphers no more.
Nobody nice.
Not even just that.
Nobody's writing and nobody sound good over a beat no more.
Not even just that. People are afraid. I remember going out, know what I mean, going to the, like seeing motherfuckers in the cipher, it could be a whack motherfucker in there, but he spit his shit like he meant it. Like my family has ciphers where my uncles that don't rap go come through and just spit some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
well,
guess what?
They've been through that life. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to write. They just come up with. They be talking crazy. You like, all right.
It's so everything is so recorded now that people are afraid to fuck up.
Yo, let me say this. I don't think it's that it's so recorded, because like that's another thing too. Like people talk about dudes pulling out their phones and spitting writtens and freestyles. If you want to really get down to the history, Kane already cleared that up. Freestyle meant freestyle. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no something. We know how it go, but it's like Nas and them and all. Man, I can go back to Rap City ciphers, BET, all that. Jay would go there and promote the Black album and then get in the booth and do a verse off that album. Like he just came in and promote. So it's like, rappers been doing it for centuries. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Beans go up there and mix 2 verses from 2 different albums. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But that's because back in the day, bro, we wasn't scared about. I mean,
the culture is changing. Like,
yeah, he wasn't scared about what people saw, how people saw it. Like, listen, this is what I'm giving you, and I'm giving you something.
And I don't even think it's changing. I think it's just going literally more underground. Like when it comes to the cipher parts and all that, because mainstream is just so. Like what is mainstream now?
Think of a mainstream cipher right now. Think of a mainstream cipher right now.
What's these dudes' name? Smoke Perp.
Think of a mainstream cipher right now.
No such thing.
Think of just you know what it is? It's called the Double XL.
Never mind. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because even with that, when the Double XL put that thing out, said it's a new class, I was like, I don't think so.
They be styling. It's other people out here that's popping, bro, and getting bars and all that ain't up there, bro. YB and Corday. Why wasn't YB and Corday up there? He was snapping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, not even that. I mean, like I said, I try to, like I said, I try my best to study as much hip hop as I can. And there's great MCs out there. Like right now, I don't even want to hear most of the people. I want to hear like the females. I want to hear that missing
females
art
are kicking right now, man.
Because I like Il Camille. She's from the West Coast. She's
3D Naughty.
Incredible. 3D Naughty. She's
Beast. And I love that Louisiana accent.
Top Phoenix. Star. You know what I'm saying? Look, what's the one?
Daddy girl, chill.
No, the girl from North Carolina.
Rhapsody. Rhapsody. That's not even nothing to be said. That
Jean Grey still nasty.
Jean Grey, yeah. Like, I want to hear that, and my thing is, even when hearing this new hip hop that's out, I think hip hop mainstream, as you put it, mainstream hip hop is the same hip hop that you see in Love and Hip Hop. It's all facade. It's all stage. It's not even as a credential of being an artist. I think is null and void. We just have a death of an MC. And people call him a rapper. I actually listened to his music.
No, he
was nice.
No, he can rap. He was nice. No confusion.
And I watched that, and I watched the video for the song Riot. And I was like, yo, this little man has something to say.
He be on to something. He
was pretty good. Now,
he was smart.
Dame Dash and them called him the Tupac of this generation, which could be because tragedy will define his career. But hip hop speaking wise, right? It takes tragedy to make hip hop essential.
Right.
It's always a death. It's always a murder. It's always a killing. The Jizzy said on his classic album Grand Masters with DJ Muggs, he said when a person dies, it's devastating to the hip hop community because we're young, we're vibrant, and when a young man dies, it's such a shock to the culture. Hypothetically speaking, if the game never got, if the Out the Mud music group died, not you physically, but the music, what is the game missing, and what are they not getting by not having that sound?
Authenticity.
That was basically out of hand. Like that's what I wanted to get.
The stripping of the gimmicks and just pulling the curtains down. You know, vulnerability.
Let me jump on it right there because like I said, I like to listen to hip hop. I love MCs, man. I like wordplay, and without you, they're not getting boom bap this. Like you said, they're not getting structure, style, technique, and authenticity. Shot. You remind me some of the gurus sometimes because your voice is so different. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the first time we heard that.
Yeah, so I'm saying like when you have a different voice, delivery, pitch is different. That's exciting. You know what I'm saying? And my man,
appreciate that.
You being aggressive, that wild style has to be something that brings you out. Because I mean, in hip hop, everybody's on this little bitch thing I call bitch because it really is a bitch. If you're a bitch and you act like a bitch, I really want to focus on this and not being a bitch. Sorry for my diction and my words, but Old Dirty Bastard had a classic album and he is not lyrical. Tell me Old Dirty Bastard's first album is not a classic.
Nah, that's right.
But people are saying, if you don't have a classic album, you can't be one of the greats. Why is he one of the greats if he got a classic? Jay got a classic, Nas got a classic, Old Dirty Bastard got a classic, and they're 3 different rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even with that, taking that wild style of authenticity out, you take something away from the game. Frank, you have edutainment and street knowledge in your rhymes. So you took that out. Who's praising the street and bringing knowledge to the street?
What I tell you? I told you.
And Mr. Producer, I gotta say it to you. I gotta give you your respect because I asked another great producer, Stanley Ipkiss. Shout out to my man. I always said the producer is the most he's underappreciated but most well-deserved part. The DJ, the producer, and the beatboxer. That's one pillar that y'all share. Because music comes from God. That's expression, that's rhythm. If your heart beats to a rhythm, then your music gotta have rhythm to move the culture. You know what I'm saying? So you have an authenticity. You have an authenticity is what makes the game not only powerful, but substantial. So if authenticity is missing, the hip hop is dead without Out the Mud. Am I right?
Indeed. No question.
With it.